Bruh.
Don't you bruh me.
Bruh.
Anyways, what we left off on the last session was that you all went to the Young and Restless Nightclub to meet a mysterious and strange tabaxi. Although they informed you that this wasn't the stranger that sent you the letter, um, they still were there to tell you or deliver a message to you from the person and talking to you about a deity called the Fifth. You guys are unaware of the name or anything of that, except that they were created from long ago from an order of knights. And all that you know of it was a portion of a poem that the Tabaxi gave you all. And he tasked you guys with finding more information about the Fifth and to find the remaining pieces of this poem. And to remember you all, or to remind you all where that's at, he said they're most likely in the restricted sections in both universities, so St. Helena and Faraday. Um, oh, and you also finally took your midterms last week as well. Um,
Woo.
Ah,
God.
Woo.
Um, you'll be doing within another 2 months time. You'll be taking like in game, maybe we'll see. You'll be taking your finals and seeing if you pass those classes. So, um, so it's basically the day right after your midterms. Let's say, not let's say, midterms lasted for a few days, so like it's about Thursday again for you all. Um, Zero or Fisk. What are you doing now that after you've taken your midterms? It's a brand new, fresh morning for you all. What are you doing?
um, I'm a little high strung from having all that happen, so I'm just kind of relaxing and trying to see if there's any way I can get ready for the next tests again, so that way I don't I don't do such low scores again. No. So
Sorry.
I'm just gonna be studying for a bit.
Um.
That's it.
Okay. You should all be aware you do have classes, obviously, throughout the rest of the week. Midterms don't just abruptly just stop for you all. Um, so you're going around getting studying material for whatever classes you have, so you can be more prepared for finals and stuff like that. Where are you doing this at? Is it at your home or elsewhere?
Um, I'll be going to university and going to the library
All right.
just so I have all the books on hand.
Um, you gather a huge stack of books. Um, some of them you don't really need for your classes, but you just feel like you need them because maybe you're just like, I need all the information. I can't fail this shit again. Um, and you get away studying. You see a few other individuals kind of doing the same. They kind of feel you kind of feel a little of kindred towards them because they also are like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that, or I failed, or I can't, I barely passed, but I got to study and get better points and or better grade and so on. Um, how long do you study for this day?
Um, I'm gonna just spend like 2 hours just to make sure I'm getting the information, but not spending all my time.
Okay. Um, what do you do after you study those 2 hours?
Uh, I'm going to try and see if I can find any of the. Goodness, leave me alone, Reese.
So yeah, we'll pick you up.
1 second.
All right.
That's Dad's house, though.
I'm gonna see if I can find any of the research on the poem and whatnot. See if if I can find anything just around in the school, not in the restricted section just yet.
All right. Is there an investigation skill? I don't remember. I feel like there is.
Yes.
All right, roll
Yeah.
investigation for me, please.
16.
You're searching around the school, or sorry, the library, not the whole fucking school. And you do stumble upon a little bit of a read. Something about old gods. In the more religious section of the library. But sadly, it is just barely a little tidbit of what you already know about the deity of the fifth. They just inform you that they are a deity that was somewhat popular back in the old days, but not much record was saved or written about the deity. It was mostly of the mouth that was communicated with, and not too much was known.
Well, I'll go ahead and keep that book just in case.
All right.
And yeah, I guess I'll just keep trying to do a bit of research here and there on my actual work, and then try and see if I can check around maybe like ways to get to the restricted section.
All right. Roll a perception for me if you don't mind.
Oh boy, something I'm decent at. 23. Not a nat 20.
I believe you. I feel like you would tell me if it was a straight up a nat 20. As you're looking around, you do see a bit of a glimmer of something behind the librarian. Usually behind the librarian, there is just another bookshelf of stuff that she needs to put things away, just so she can keep it there nice and tidy. But you see something a little off behind the bookshelf that you never quite noticed before.
I kind of like squint my eyes to try and see if I can get a better look on it.
As you're looking that way, you do notice that the librarian is kind of looking at you, like, "What the fuck you doing? Like, what you looking at?"
Just looking at some of the books there, seeing if there's any I needed.
She's like, all right, my apologies.
Do I need to do another like perception check on it to see if I can make it out anymore, or is it just?
If you want to.
Is that all I can see from right here? Okay. I would like to. Let's see.
Oh no, did it get worse?
I did. Only a 13.
You look at it, you don't see anything new about this. Actually, you don't even see that little bit of a glimmer anymore. It looked like your eyesight just deteriorated in that 1 second of talking with
My
the
eyes are
librarian.
watering.
It's just the allergies. I'm not making that canon. Sorry, that's your character.
I'm allergic to knowledge. No,
Honestly, I'd believe that.
that'd be horrible. No.
Is that you? Every time you go past the library.
No, anytime I just go into the university in general.
Achoo! Damn this knowledge.
Can I get back there really quick and take a quick look at some of the books?
Are you asking the librarian or me?
Yes, I'm asking the librarian.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, I should have.
No, you're fine. You're fine. She looks at you really oddly. She says, "The books back here on the shelf. Can you not see them clearly?"
No, my eyes are starting to water from trying to focus on what they are too much. I need to get a little bit closer.
She squints her eyes at you. Kind of a little suspicious, but she's like, "All right, all right." Um, to you, the librarian. This is what the librarian looks like. She is a centaur, so she's fucking massive.
Oh dear.
Yeah. But majority of the time she's actually kind of laying down on the ground so she could be more y'all's height.
Understandable.
So she gets up and you like look up at her. She goes and like trots over to the gate, opens it for you, and goes to lay back down to the ground. At the ground where she laid out, there's like a little bit of a blanket, a couple little pillows there, so she can be comfortable.
That's nice.
She gestures back. She says, take as long as you need. Once you're done, please close the gate there.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'll go and first take a little look at the books, make it seem like I'm not going straight for the shiny object, whatever it was. But I'll like just kind of look at it from the side and try and see if I can get a better look on it as I'm like walking by.
All right. As you head towards the bookshelf, you do notice a lot of books there because there's a lot of students. As you get closer, the shiny object that you saw from a distance doesn't seem to be picking up in your peripheral at all. Like, it was like almost like a little bit of a fluke. But if you'd like, you can make another perception check.
Yes.
You're like, yes.
7.
0! Oh, Lord! Are these your green dice that you said we were going to be fine?
Yep, apparently I rolled all the luck out of them today. I get a max of 3 good rolls, apparently.
Oh, no.
I had the lucky feat, though. I'm gonna roll again.
I told you. It's because I'm here.
It's because I'm here. Did it get worse than a 7?
It got much worse. It got to the worst.
Did you roll a nat 1?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tannis.
Oof. Oof. 0. Oof.
Hey. Hey. I've got 0 intelligence, 0 wisdom, 0 strength.
Oh,
Oof.
I'm relying completely on proficiency and natural rolls when I'm doing stuff like this.
Oof. What's the lucky feat?
Well,
I'm assuming it's it goes with whatever one you get the highest, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you'd technically get the 7 still, but oof.
Is you okay there, buddy?
No.
Going. I'm just curious now. Let's see if it'll roll
Wait.
something good now that I'm not trying to do this.
Yeah,
No, it's still pretty bad. Okay, thank you for being at least
This is
consistent.
what I'm just hearing. Oh, never mind. It's not playing right now. No, there we go.
No, don't play anything. Do not playing anything. Actually, I have it muted, so
Nah.
fuck
Yeah.
you.
No, I just have to do it. Don't worry.
No, it's fine.
Mm.
Music is fucking
It's all on
muted.
your
Fuck
own.
you. As
I
you go-
guess so.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll
Sorry.
go look at the book. I'll go look at the books for a little bit and try again a little bit. Like just, I'll strike up some casual conversation with her. Just like, do you need help with putting away some of these books at all? Like, I don't have much to do aside from studying. I can just help with that if need be.
She kind of has to turn her like upper body back towards you, wait, are you still behind the counter or? No, shut up, Felix.
Still behind the counter looking at some of the books.
She kind of turns towards you and she says, I mean, I wouldn't mind the help, but do you know our
Decimal system.
yeah, Dewey Decimal System? I was gonna say that, but I was gonna say it in a different way. Do you know how we put away our books and so on? Like, because as you can see, this library is huge and people can easily get lost here, and especially when you're trying to put away books.
I mean, no, but you can show me a little bit and I can try and learn it.
Alright, well, I guess it's been kind of quiet after midterms. I guess I can show you. But if you were to do that, I will need you to fill out this form here. So I won't be liable for anything that may happen to you. I mean, nothing should happen to you. But, you know, the rare
Are you
chance
saying there
that...
could be an avalanche of books?
Yes. She looks at you dead ass serious. She's like, yes. We've seen it. I've seen it happen. It's horrifying.
Okay.
So she hands you
Alright.
this form. It says you are there as a volunteer of like your own free will and shit like that. And if any of any accidents that happen to you, the school is not liable to like be in trouble, but they will help with any damages to your
yourself.
health. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. I thought
So they're not obligated, but they will try.
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty. Sounds fair to me. I sign it.
She gets up again, she takes paper from you, gets up again. She makes a little copy of it from this little printer that's behind her, and she hands you the copy. She puts away the original paper inside a folder somewhere behind the desk. And she says, "Okay." She looks at the books again. She's like, "All right. The books are also, by the way, already in order of the Dewey Decimal System. She already puts them in order so it's easier for her. So the first top of the section of books, she grabs the first bits. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna be specific on what Dewey Decimals they are because I don't remember and I don't give a shit. She grabs the first bit. She's like, "All right, come with me."
Alrighty. I go and follow her.
And she tells you, "Watch your toes. I can't see everywhere, and you're tiny. All right."
Oh, being called out on the first day.
And she also gestures to you, grab that ladder back there as well. You're definitely gonna need that.
Okie dokie. I go and grab the ladder and do I need to do anything to make sure I can grab it, or is it just
No, you can
easy
grab
to
it. You're fine. It's just like a
Okay.
simple wooden ladder.
Strength check.
Strength check. What's your strength? There's 0. No, I'm kidding.
Shame, don't do that to him.
He's already rolling really low now. Gets in that
Going
one.
to
So
the
you
point I'm
can't
actually
pick up
thinking
a
he's gonna
simple
use
wooden
roll to-
ladder.
Oh no.
No, I'm kidding.
Imagine just having like it has to have like a set string to do some stuff.
I could do that. I could easily
No.
do that.
Please no.
Flashbacks to the
Like, and
cannonballs.
strength doesn't want it.
She brings you to the back of the library. So from the looks of it, since you have some brain cells working there, the library is split in half. So one is nonfiction, and then the other is fiction. And it starts from for the Dewey Decimal System, which affects nonfiction. Starts all the way first in the back, and then it goes all the way to the front. And she's explaining this all to you, so I don't have to repeat myself. And then she says, for the fiction section, we start with authors' last names. And it starts from A to Z. Again, same fashion. And how they tell the difference between the two sides is obviously by the book looks, like how the books look and stuff like that. Plus, also on the nonfiction, you can actually see the Dewey Decimal numbers on there. And then also, you don't see that on the nonfiction, or in the fiction, sorry. And there's tables that are splitting the different sides as well. So the books are on each side, and then students are more easily able to get to the books they need to, and then return back to their seats if they took one. She's explaining them to you, and then you kind of notice that she's kind of like really happy about explaining this weird system of books to you. I don't care if it's not really weird, but I think it's weird. But and she's just like really happy she gets to explain this to a student who might be interested in doing this. She's like, do you think he got this? Do you think he can understand this and get the rest of those books back there and put them in order?
Could definitely give it a try, and if I have any questions, I'll
Hopefully
come
they-
back to
the
you and
straps don't break.
make sure I'm doing it correct.
Sorry. She's like, all right. Well, yep. If you have any questions, come and ask me. If you have any difficulties putting a book away, as in you can't place it or you can't reach it, just leave it back there and I'll put it away.
Okay.
She goes back and sits back down and drinks her little bit of coffee. You go back and you grab books and you put them away flawlessly. For some reason, you understand this. You're like, I've been in this library so much, I know where these fuckers go.
I've really been here all day, researching everything I could.
Just a one day.
Not my plan.
Sorry, go ahead.
Been here all day. I know all these books better than I know myself now. No.
Oh no. These books, they'll be like, we beg to differ, roll initiative.
That can actually happen.
I'll fight them.
I'll fight 'em.
Make the books fight each other.
Yo.
I have a spell that does that.
Yo. Yee. 0. You wanna roll
Yeet.
another perception check for me there, buddy?
I would love to.
Really?
Seven.
Okay,
Better than that one. I think we're going back up, at least.
0, could you roll it with advantage? Just because I feel bad.
Just because I feel bad for you.
6.
My
0!
Dude, I think you need new dice.
Dude, you need to put that shit in dice jail, my guy.
No, it's too
I
shiny
need to
and
go to the
pretty.
timeout.
It needs a
No.
timeout. All right, you don't notice anything at all as you're putting away books.
You can do it.
Um, yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What? What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna cast Arcane Eye. You create an invisible magical eye within range that hovers in the air for the duration.
Okay.
You mentally receive information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision out to 30 feet. And I'm just gonna have it looking in that general direction of where I saw things while I'm just trying to put away some of the books.
Do you have to roll anything for that, or no?
It's just a cast.
Okay, because
Granted,
Concentration.
it is a 4th level.
but apparently you fucking need it.
Apparently.
Ooh. After you cast this, you see a bit of a spectral eye above you. It looks at you, blinks, or you're not sure if it blinks or winks because it's just one eye.
It's just the eye itself, so it can't do anything. It just stares.
Too bad it's gonna blink too. And it looks in the direction towards the librarian and what's behind her. I'm assuming, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
It can also move up to 30 feet as well, so.
From this distance, it'd be able to perfectly see what you were looking for. Okay, just so I can have an understanding. It will just relays any information it sees to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentally receive visual information from the eye, which has normal vision and dark vision. The eye can look in every direction. And yeah.
After a few seconds, you already start seeing mental images of the of what's behind the librarian and stuff like that. But one thing you didn't see before is that there was a Metal Knight figurine in the bookcase next to a book.
Like while I'm next to the bookcase grabbing a couple more books, I'm gonna have it try and hover as close as possible to try and like look at the book. See if I can make out what it is.
Okay. As you start hovering, or as the eye starts hovering a little bit towards it, you notice, or the eye notices, sorry, that the book in question seems to be a book in a different language that you're unfamiliar with. It's more of an older language.
Did I go and grab that at all? No, I did not.
Lamau.
There's a reason for it because I didn't want to be metagaming because I knew there was going to be something like this. I just forgot if I did or not.
I'm guessing you
Yeah,
comprehend language.
Yep.
Good thing you tell us.
But I'll just try and mentally remember like what the language looks like and try and see if I can maybe find it on the equivalent of whatever is Google.
Google Translate.
Google
Yeah.
Translate.
Google Translate ancient language from civilization.
Ancient languages. Hey Google, bring up the
Hey, that's what the
example of
dark
ancient
web's for, remember?
Sorry. D&D, where you can make anything a reality. Hey Google, can I translate this language from the dead, please?
You
never know.
Translate the dead language for me.
Yeah. That's about the most I can do right now, so.
One little extra tidbit and then we'll move on. As you start putting away your books, the eye's still there watching, so you're still getting mental images. You see that the librarian gets up, turns around, and picks up the book in the figurine. And goes and disappears into an office nearby with the book. She comes back out with no book or figurine in hand. You're just like, you bitch.
Yeah. Just trying to read that mentally. I'll just continue putting away the books and yeah. I'm not gonna go try and get in the back there right now.
Okay.
That'd be too obvious.
That'd be too obvious. Goes in the back room. Roll initiative. You're by yourself.
I'm never by myself when I have animate objects around me. I cast
no.
animate objects.
Why, hello there. It's been so long since I've talked to anybody.
I can't wait to use that spell in actual combat encounter. Just be like, I make it so all the books, the chairs, the goddamn tables come to life.
Animated gun.
Animated gun. No.
Animated.
No, he's got so many wands, he just animates his wands.
No.
Oh my god. Just becomes an actual artillery guy.
Yeah. You basically put books away for like almost the rest of the day that you're there because there's a lot.
Called building up trust.
God. The librarian thanks you and gives you some in-store credit for the university. She says, I cannot pay you because it was volunteer work, but nonetheless you do deserve a little bit of compensation, and here you go. She gives you like a $50 like thing to use in the what? What'd you say?
This gives you a bunch of coupons.
No, it's like in-store credit, like, you know, for the store.
I know.
So, like, here's a Walmart coupon that's, like, going to expire, like, within 10 minutes,
Like,
so, like...
It's like, here, you can go use this and buy some FU
I
merch.
cash gate to go to Walmart.
I can
No!
get my own pepperoncinis.
I need more pepperoncinis and bacon for my BLTs, goddammit.
How does your character stay alive? If that's all they fucking eat.
Hey, there's lettuce.
No! Zero.
So I'm technically having some salad.
No, zero.
Technically, I'm salad.
Technically...
Just make sure I'm not eating BLTs in front of the druid, I think.
I don't care.
But he don't know that now because you're not there.
Yeah.
Anyways, so she hands you that and she says, other than that, you're free to go. If you'd like, you can come back sometime and volunteer if you'd like. If not, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I will. It was very fun.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know exactly where all the books are.
Yes, it's a very nice way of organization. If you have that, you know, that type of thing you like to do is and organize everything. It's really nice. It's like, but yeah, have a good rest of your day and please be safe.
You as well.
Thank you.
And I just go heading on home.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
Next person, go.
Yeah, kind of. Zero's like, next person, go. I can't keep rolling this shit.
It hurts my soul.
So Zero, as you're walking home, I'm gonna need you to roll a perception check. No, I'm kidding.
You're getting mugged.
You're getting mugged. That
And you don't
$50
even
coupon
perceive
is gone.
Not all my BLTs.
It's for Faraday. You can only spend it at
You
Faraday.
get FU merch.
I mean, who's to say they don't have a small grocery store? I don't know that.
Me. I'm the one who says. You can spin at the cafeteria if you'd like. That also works.
That's what I'll probably end up doing.
Alright. Um, but yeah, you start walking home and nothing eventful happens. And I'm assuming you go back home, chill out, and maybe study a bit more online or do some more research.
Yes.
Okay.
Research.
Research! I hear says research! Anyways.
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Alright. We travel back in time to before all this happened. Or during all this happened. Fidrin, what are you up to there, buddy?
What me?
I mean, I could go to the page if you'd like.
Yeah, please first. Go to them first.
Okay. Alright, never mind. We back that up a bit and go back over to Faraday. Alright, Paige, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm probably, because it's after midterms. Usually midterms there's like kind of a break or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm going to go do is I'm going to head into work at the library. Dumbasses.
Oh no, I remembered. He just
I know,
he
Candace
did
did
it.
it.
He just doesn't.
It's just a dumb bitch.
Tina's didn't know she was there at all.
Apparently not.
You go in there to the
I cried
library
eternally.
much earlier than Fisk.
Fisk.
Because you're asked there to be a bit earlier.
Because I worked there.
Cause I worked it. Yeah. Before you see anything though, or before you do anything, you know immediately that there are a lot of books you need to put away. And most of them are not ones that he put away yet because those were books that were coming in throughout the day. You go and do so. You start putting away books.
First, I want to come into the library and greet the librarian, who I have named Gladys.
Gladys. Oh God.
I
Gladys.
think it's very fitting.
It's not her real name though, but she'll still answer to it nonetheless.
What's her real name then? What's her
Doreen.
real name? Doreen. Okay, I'll go with Doreen.
Okay.
Hi Doreen, how are you doing this morning?
Hi, Paige. I'm doing great this morning. She's like, look, and she picks up a pillow from the side. She's like, I got a new pillow.
Oh my god, it's so adorable. I love that stitch work.
Thank you. I did it myself, actually.
I always know when you do it yourself. You're such a good seamstress.
Thank you. Believe it or not, these nimble little hands can actually do work.
Oh, I know. I've seen you shelve them books.
Hey, now hold on now. Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Never mind. But yeah, how you doing? How was your midterms? Did they go well?
Yes, I did. I did really good on my enrichment kind of classes. Like, did really good, but like my aptitude, I still get good, but it was a little rocky.
Did you study at all? I hate to sound like your mother, but you know, I always do care for students.
Yeah, I did. It just sometimes just like the tests, just never are like what you study. Sometimes.
I know. I remember doing them here as well at Faraday, and it was just always, okay, everything's gonna be on the study guide, and then you do the study guide, and then
you cry.
And then literally it's a 180 from the test. It's like,
yeah.
What am I studying for?
Why did you have me go through this process? Like, what was the reason?
I know.
What was the reason?
Now, I know I'm not supposed to be saying this since I'm a librarian here and I work here,
Anyways,
but you know.
Doreen. I know, right? Anyways, I should probably get to getting, like, the books and stuff.
Yeah. As you can see, it's still another tall order. You see the shelves. But yeah. Don't be surprised if you do hear a bit more crying today. Be a bit more lenient on the students. so the noise might be a bit louder than normal, besides what we're making. You know,
I
midterm
completely
season.
understand.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Within a few hours, you're putting away a lot of the books, and such. But every time you go back there, you see more books have accumulated. It's just never ending. Please make a perception check for me there, though, Chase. Fuck is that noise?
That's so God can't do math. It's Saturday.
What do you mean it's Saturday? It's Sunday, my guy.
Sundays. Exactly. They got a 23.
You do notice Fisk there at the library, studying, and you do notice the big pile of books, and so on.
Next to him,
Yes.
I give him a death glare.
Um,
Because now I'm gonna have to shove all those.
You do that, but he is in his own world right now. He cannot be disturbed whatsoever. He is studying for his life right now.
I think in my head he needs.
What are you saying?
I think in my head he needs it.
He ooh.
Like just from what I've heard from Richard, the duck, right?
You mean Roger?
Is it Richard? Roger, I always forget. Writing it.
How could you forget Roger? The canonically known Poro professor.
Because I have really bad memory. Leave me alone. Because I've just heard the stories from Roger from my.
You were there for the stories.
It's true. That's true. You were there for Roger.
No, not the conversation that they had.
Oh no, he means
But
in
I've
game,
heard-
not the other game.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm saying, like canon wise. Anyways, I'm talking about Fisk and how he needs to study, and me knowing that he needs to study. Because I've heard from Roger, Professor Roger, from my mom, gossip-wise, that he needs to study.
Oh yeah, this is 100% true. Mr. Roger, or Professor Roger, I should say, is a gossip as fuck. He gossips everywhere.
Exactly.
God.
So, yeah, I know he needs to study.
But you do know though as well is that he only says this about students that he really wants to succeed, because that's just how he is.
Cute.
Did you say
You
cute?
bitch. Oh, how adorable. He wants his students to succeed.
So I'm gonna be a mean asshole to them. No. But yeah, so you're still putting away books and so on and so forth. Nothing really eventful happens for a while. But you do eventually notice that Fisk does get up. He doesn't really put away his books because he never said he was gonna put away his books. And you notice that you do see that he is talking to the librarian. And then you do notice the slip of paper for volunteer work to put away books. Because it's very noticeable type of paper, at least for you.
Yeah.
And you do also notice she's getting up and showing him how to put away books and so on.
Okay.
E.
What I want to do is because, and I can tell you that I can candidly do this since I work at a library.
Oh.
I want to put a hold on a book, or just I want to put a hold for a book that's going to be in the restricted section, and then I'll tell Doreen about it, and she'll be like, "Okay, I'll go get it," and I'll be like, "No, Doreen, just lay down. You're a busy woman. You just stitch that pillow up, get good use out of it. Just give me
So,
like your key card
are
or
you
whatever,
gonna
and then I'll
tell
go get it.
Doreen that you wanna hold a book from the restricted section?
No, I'm going to make up a hold. Say, hey Doreen, there's a hold for the book in the restricted section.
Okay, so
Or
you're telling that to her, right?
yeah, and then she'll be like, okay, what book is it? And it's like, don't worry about it. I'll go get it. Just like, we'll get you know.
As you say that to her, she looks at you and says, "What do you mean, what restricted section? Do you mean the section over there with more pornographic stuff?"
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, Doreen. Yeah, somebody for some reason wanted that. It was a guy he called, and he's a guy that wants to talk about who wants books about recreational spanking. He's called multiple times.
No, not him again.
I know. He keeps calling for some reason.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. I say we just like we'll put a note on his account saying that if he calls again, we're going to suspend his account.
Yeah, I think so. There's just too many times you can call about that. Like, you know, the last time we got that book in, it was sticky. Okay, and I had to clean it.
I had to watch you sit there and thumb through all those pages.
I had to wear double layer gloves for that. Double layer.
I know. We honestly just need to get
arms,
that, like,
or the elbows.
we just need to get that book. Except for we need to get it in like a board book style, so we can actually clean it properly.
I think next time we're just gonna do audiobooks. Honestly,
honestly, yeah.
I can't with people, and no, thank you. I don't go. Don't
The worst
get me
part
wrong.
is
this is canon.
No, this has happened to me before.
Oh,
Somebody has called multiple times at the library asking if they have recreational spanking books.
Yikers!
None of this. This is not fictional.
This is not fictional. D&D is real life. We promise.
This is real. Anyways. Okay, so I'm thinking of this in my head is like, okay, so we don't have a quote unquote restricted section, but we do.
Ye.
I guess I just keep on shelving books and like sneezed. Keep like looking around and looking at titles and like, because usually nonfiction, because it should be nonfiction, will be sectioned off. So like in like the 300 or something, it will have like specific like items. So it'd be like cars, trucks, racing, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff in like specifically the 300s and nowhere else. So I'd be like shelving books and then going over to whatever section of books that would have religious texts.
I think that's usually like in the 700s if I remember correctly. Do you make a perception check while you're over there real quick?
Here we go. Okay. That's a 13. Oh my god.
Did it get worse than
I just rolled it. No, I just rolled it 2 other times to see what it would, and it rolled 4 twice. Like 3 times in a row.
Y'all need some help. Your dice suck.
Might just 20 out.
You gotta look in the religious area of the sections of the library or section of the library. You don't notice anything that pertains to that, and if you did, it was already taken by a different individual. But you don't know that it was taken.
Okay. I'll look up one more books, and then can I go back behind the desk, and then you can type up to look for a book with search words. So I'll type in some like keywords that I remember from.
Alright, what are those words?
Knight statue.
You type in knight and statue. You do see several books talking about knights, and statues, and then you do see some also other books talking about toys as well, because like toys. But nothing quite catches your eye or seems like it would pertain to the information you're looking for.
Okay, can I type in knight statue order?
You do that and it comes up as a blank.
Okay. Secret organization knights.
As you're doing this, you see that Doreen kind of looks over to you and says, "What you looking up over there?"
Oh, I just heard this like random like ghost story or like fairy tale kind of thing from one of my friends, and they said that they read it in some book here, and so like I just wanted to see if like the library still, or if somebody had checked it out, and like I could put it on hold for myself.
What's the story?
It has, oh god, it was a while ago when she told me it, but basically it has something to do with some sort of, it's just, well, it's not a ghost story. I kind of over exaggerated with that one. I just thought it was kind of a creepy story. But it's just like a story of an old kingdom who's like got overthrown or whatever by like, I think like an order of knights or whatever, and it has something to do with like a statue or something, like of a knight and a horse or something like that. I can't remember the details specifically, but I'm just trying to look and see if we have it here, if anybody's checked it out or
not. She looks at you and she seems a little concerned, as almost as she's never heard of this before. She looks at you and says, "You sure it was from here?"
Yeah, it might have been from it might have been an ILL, but I'm pretty sure she said it was from here. If you don't know what an ILL, it's an interlibrary loan, aka it's a yes.
No, you're fine. She kind of sits there for a moment. She ponders. She's like, you see a little bit of like a light bulb kind of click in her head. Like her eyes like visibly kind of like, oh. She's like, "Do you mean like the Order of the Fifth?"
It might be that. Maybe. If do we have it here, and I could like look at it for a little bit and see if it like it is.
Roll persuasion.
Please, Jesus. Okay, let's just say that I got like, I got like a 12, and my persuasion's a -1, so I got like
And what'd you get?
an 11.
Um. Okay. She looks at. She says, Okay, sorry, never mind. Maybe I'm thinking of a different story. Maybe it's not that. I could try helping you look for something, but I don't think there's anything in this library that can help you.
Okay, dang. Just really looking forward to reading that book.
I'm sorry. And sadly, I don't know anywhere else, not even in the city library, there wouldn't be anything there, because, we share the same data, or the data bank and stuff like that.
Lens flare. So,
um, she's like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sure if I can be of help, really, besides trying to look it up for you.
Yeah. I'll probably just try and find it a day. Hopefully, like, I can look at the different search term or whatever, and it'll pop up. We'll just see.
Yeah. Hmm. Um, did you already put away all the books that or at least your book quota today?
Yeah, I did. And I saw that Fisk was helping that as well.
Oh, you know of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just over here.
Yeah.
What's the yeah for? He seems like a wonderful lad. He helped out and
He
everything.
is. I'm just gonna beat him up later.
Okay, Paige, I've told you multiple times, violence is not the answer.
Listen, he didn't put up his books, and he knows I work here. So now I have to put up his books for him.
Would you like me to put away his book so you don't have to do it?
No, I can hold this over his head.
I think I'm gonna put away his books. I don't like seeing violence among students, so yeah.
Doreen, no!
I'm sorry, Paige. I don't like seeing violence. You know better than anyone here that I don't like violence.
Fine, I won't beat him up.
I'm still not letting you put the books away for him.
Too
Or at least
bad.
his. She gets up, she says, no, I'm going to go put them away now. You can put away the rest of the books here that are on the shelf.
Okay.
She goes, picks up the stack of books that were on the table. She also picks up other stacks of books. Like, honestly, you see that she's putting the books kind of on her back and somehow balancing them. And she's like, okay. And then she puts them all away with like almost lightning fast efficiency.
While she's doing that, can I please type into the search engine the order of the 5th?
Yeah. You type it in and only 2 books appear.
Okay. What are the 2 books that here?
One of them has been checked out already. Actually,
Okay.
never mind. Technically, it still says it's there. And it's in the religious section.
Okay.
The other is in the fiction section.
Okay.
And it's checked out.
Okay, can I see who checked?
You go to look to see who checked it out, and notice a name you're unfamiliar with.
What's the name?
One moment.
Let me really quickly think of a name.
No, I have it here somewhere. Okay. The name that is checked out is Nikita. You don't get a last name at the moment in time.
Okay. Alrighty then. And then the other one says it's in the religious section.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, get off that and clear the search history for that.
Okay.
And then I go shelf books.
Yeah, you go and shelf books and stuff like that. By the time you are picking up books from the shelves, from the shelf again, Doreen is already basically like on her way back and getting back to her duties there at the desk.
Like, I'm like, dang, Doreen, you always surprise me at how fast you can shelf books.
Well, yeah, it's my job, and I've been doing it for about 50 years or more now. It's been a while.
I know, but you just always surprise me. Like,
Well, you also forget that
you're
I'm
a
half
queen.
horse. Like,
And
horses
I
are
understand
pretty
that, but
fast.
still. I know, but like, it's not just like how fast you move; it's how fast you do it. Because you can be a
Well.
fast person, but you're not always going to be shelving the books correctly.
True. It just takes time and practice. That's all.
Doreen, you're a real one.
Oh, stop it. Go put away the books and go home and study. Make sure you eat, though. Did you
Alright,
take your lunch break
alright.
earlier?
Yes.
Not Doreen, sorry. Paige. You know how
I
your
will
mom
eat
gets.
after I get off work. I will eat after I get off work.
Fine. I'll let you get away with this
Love
once. But if it
you.
happens again, I am calling your mother. I don't like to be that type of person. But you know I will.
Okay. I know you will.
Okay.
You've called my mom multiple times.
Well, honestly, it's her calling me half the time. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really wish she wouldn't be this overprotective with you, but it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but. Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
She's just doing what she
Yeah.
thinks is best.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, love you, Doreen. I'm gonna go shelf these. Bye.
Bye-bye. She goes back, does whatever the fuck she's doing on the computer. You put away books and so on, and then you go and collect your things if you brought anything, and you head out the library.
I want to go check. I want to check the religious section one more time.
Okay. You go to check the religious section for this book, that I can't think of a name for right now because I suck. And
That's not the order.
huh?
That's of the order.
The fifth of the order. No. You go and look for this book though, and you notice it's not there.
So Doreen probably moved it,
Possible.
or somebody just did not shelve it correctly, and then I'm gonna murder somebody because of that.
Possible.
Anyways, okay, I'll leave now.
Okay.
I'll leave and then study.
Going to leave study. Is there anything else you do for the rest of the night?
No, I'll just study.
Okay.
For like about I guess 4 hours.
Aight. Yeah, you do that for the rest of the night, and it's a pretty chillax night for you two as well. Now we go over the Fidron. Are you ready this time
Sweet.
around?
Yes.
You sure?
No.
Aight.
Righty. First things first. What time is it? Early morning, if I'm correct. right?
Early in the morning.
Right. Religious prayers.
Mm-hmm. What are you praying about?
Nothing in particular.
So you just
More of
saying random mumbo jumbo
a-
words?
Right now, it's the usual essentials that's usually being given as like a normal prayer. But he does add a bit of a question behind that, which he'll never get answered anyway. But it's more of. Let me see if I can. Okay. Essentially, he is asking Pelor, the Goro-san, if he really does look down at the creations that he has down on the mortal realm. And then he just opens up more about his own mother and him trying to find out what's also happened to her, which was revigorated by. Give me a quick second. Yeah. Which got revigorated by Eleanor's death. Both such things are still touching his soul very harshly. But finishing up his prayers, he retreats to his area of the dorm and proceeds to study on his bed for 2 hours, let's just say that.
Alright. After
Actually, no,
this...
make that 3.
Oh, sorry, go
Make
ahead.
that 3 hours. My bad. No, just make it 3 hours.
Okay. What does your character do after studying for 3 hours?
Well, nearing his end of the studies and basically being done, he sat there for a moment and thought until he went out to the main hall and attempted to find the high cleric, high priestess.
Alright. You go out into the church hall, or the main hall. Either way is fine. You notice there are several other students there sitting there in prayer, and several other outsiders sitting there also asking either for forgiveness or just praying because they need to. At the very first pew all the way to the front, you do see a figure in white, which looks a lot like the head priestess.
I approach just casual, proper, respectfully casual mannerism.
You do notice the priestess has her head down as though she's also in prayer, but she does notice your approach and lifts up her head and barely turns like her head towards you. Hello, Fidron. How are you doing today?
Vedrum just inclines his head forward, just in a bow. High Priestess, I apologize. I wish to speak to you after your prayers, if you would allow me to.
Oh, we could speak now if you'd like. My prayers are pretty much already done, and I think the deities above would be fine if I didn't do my full prayer.
It's... Sorry, forgive me. It's more of a sensitive matter. Rather, I do not wish for more years to find any parchments or further reason as to put some distrust in me, on me.
Alright. If you'd like, we can head to my office so we can speak there in private.
That would be much appreciated.
All right. Um, you guys head down to her office. Inside her office, it's very minimalistic. Um, she sits behind a desk, very simple, with a simple chair. But the chair that's in front of her is more comfortable. It's got a bit more plush to it for other people there, compared to her own.
Okay. The veteran's just gonna stay standing.
She gestures for you to
Probably.
sit. She says, "You can go ahead and sit, child. It's fine."
Veteran nods his head, but declines. Says, forgive me. I do not. It's more for my nerves that I stand for a bit.
All right. Do what you
Helps me
feel is
think a bit.
comfortable.
He looks towards the door, and then, if just making sure it's properly closed, and then back to the High Priestess. High Priestess, I wish to ask about the about my kind's origins, rather. The older and darker beings, or rather just plain older beings or deities of this world. I've heard names or rumors on the streets of a fifth one,
A fifth one?
um, a entity or something, an old god. I'm not entirely sure if I may believe such stories. There was no pause there, just me clearing myself. Sorry.
You're fine.
It's just stories that I've been hearing among the lower classes of the city. He raises. He inclines his eyes just to glimpse at the high priestess to see if he might have caught a reaction.
Roll perception.
Woo!
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 I will say it
That's a
is
20, right?
perception with disadvantage due to the fact she's wearing a veil.
Yeah. 1d20.
Somebody who's using the bot!
Okay, that's still a plus 8. 21.
As you mention the word fifth, she kinda like does it a little bit, just very vaguely, but you do notice it. A very vague head shake, like, oh goodness, not this again, type of head shake. But she lets you continue what you were saying before she speaks.
There's not many things I wish to learn about, but I couldn't help but return to the street that I was raised in. And I had things, whispers, and all manner of memories go through my mind again. And I was just wondering, as I've heard the name as of late, and wondered if perhaps my father might have been a part of such. Blinks.
Blinks. Um, Um, she takes a moment to speak back, and it's almost as if she's thinking of her words carefully. Mm, my child. Although I am unaware of exactly why you have been anywhere near the street you were born on, although that is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do know that street is known to be rather dangerous and filled with some unsavory people, if I may add. Of course, there's obviously many good people there as well, including yourself. But typically, people there, and obviously everywhere, like to speak of this rumor or old wives' tale known as the Fifth, or the deity of the Fifth. It happens every so often when people somewhat do sadly get taken away from us in odd and my apologies, odd and in peculiar ways. But alas, my child, it is just an old wives' tale. You do not need to worry about that.
I see. I I see, then I shall not worry about such a thing. But that still does not warrant my thoughts of my father
Mm.
and my mother. I still wish to know, who do I originate from and why?
What happened to your mother was tragic. And, to put it rather bluntly, horrid. I do not know all the details, but I'm aware of her deeds, of what she did, and many other things because of your pastor that vouched for you. And I'm aware of her relations with your father and how you came to be, which of course is typically looked down upon by individuals who are simple-minded. But although your father's origins may be of more of the demonic, there is still goodness in everyone. And I don't believe you need to really worry about your past too much.
I understand. I am just seeking to fill my curiosities for the moment, and to lay down old worries and such. It's just odd, as I've never even heard of my father's name. But then again, I understand that an entity as him, their names are not uttered unless it's for darker practices.
That is indeed true, and his name and many others shall not be permitted to be spoken here. Sorry. Is there by chance any inkling that you're concerned that your father has to do with anything with your mother? Or, wow, okay, she says this without actually sounding stupid. Um, uh,
Third face.
yeah. Is there anything? Is there a inkling of an emotion or curiosity that your father may be connected to your mother's death at all? Is there anything there that you may feel?
Yes.
Um,
Though he may not probably have been a reason for it, but I'm sure may have perhaps attempted to get to him in such a way.
um, hmm. Sadly, I cannot answer that question for you, for again, I do not know all the details. But um, makes an insight check for me, please.
Insight check. Interesting. What is insight?
Your
Oh
mom.
god, it's only a
Sorry.
4+.
Sorry.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Cold fall. Wow!
Is
That's
it-
+4. That's 23.
You see almost again. It's very visible, like like very visible. Like it's just not or not invisible. You know, it's just barely there, barely visible. That's what I was saying. I sound like I was saying very. Probably was because I'm stupid. Nonetheless,
Okay.
you see her kind of go, like, you know, she had also a shock, like an epiphany just appeared on her face, but she didn't show it really. But her body kind of recoiled back as in, oh, I forgot. She asked you, Fidrin, I know this is a little out of turn of the conversation we were talking about, but it does kind of pertain to your question about the fifth, if that helps.
Hmm. He raises his head.
She opens a drawer and pulls out a like a yellow envelope that's really large. This is from your pastor. Now, your pastor said you are only given this if you ever feel as though. My apologies. You were only to be given this if you ever felt as though the curiosity to know about your mother's death and to know about your father were to ever arise and you ever decided to speak with me. For if just in case this were to ever not happen, it wouldn't have to concern you. But your pastor here has written a letter to you stating that he's sorry he could not have told you this or any information earlier, saying your mother's death was no accident, as you've been told. And even though you knew it was a murder, some people did try to persuade you to say it was otherwise. But they never really told you why, and for good reason. And sadly, yes, your father was one of the reasons why she was killed, but not in the way you may be thinking. And she looks at the letter that's kind of in the envelope here that she pulled out, and he doesn't care to explain here why. But yes, I was supposed to give this to you if you ever asked any questions about your mother, your father, or anything of that sort. And, well, I guess this is the opportunity to do that now. One moment.
Fuck was that sound?
Probably my chair.
Fair.
What was that sound?
That? Somebody breaking into the house. Whoa.
Apparently. Okay. I've shared you something in your journal that not everybody else knows, and do not read it until maybe a little bit later, if you'd like. She hands you this and says, "Sadly, I do not know much about many things, and I can't answer all of your questions. If I could, I would, but I cannot.
Hmm.
Now, my child, this path that you're looking to find and seek answers for may lead you into a dark path, away from the light. If that were to ever happen, and you feel as though you may not succeed in your goals or your desires of becoming a or not head priest, but a priest in general, you may always speak to me, and we can see if I can help you in going back towards the light. For this path is very, very dark."
Understand.
But I am also too well aware that curiosity is something that we must sometimes satisfy if we are to move on with our lives. We cannot simply let things go a lot of the time. And I do feel as though this is something you shouldn't let go, but also don't do it to the point to where you put yourself in danger or others in danger. And if you cannot ever find an answer to your question, maybe it is time to let it rest.
I understand. I thank you for your time. I appreciate your wisdom.
And I appreciate you being here and confiding in me in this.
If I may, I have one favor to ask. There is an old goblin that I've recently brought in to the homeless shelter. If I may ask that if you have free time or spare time, that you may give the old goblin a blessing from you.
Of course I could do this. I am well aware of this goblin, this older gentleman. For everyone that goes to our homeless shelter is informed to me. But, of course, I will cast a blessing upon him for you.
I'm so sorry, but
What? Why are you laughing? What is so damn funny?
no, I can just imagine both of us coming back to the goblin and the goblin slayer's just there.
What?
Don't ask.
Oh, Lord.
Right. Bertrand bows his head and he thanks her for her time again before exiting the room, closing the door very quietly behind them. It took a moment to compose himself before he strut out of St. Helena's Academy towards fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. If you don't mind, Make a perception check on your way to Faraday.
I've got a feeling I'm gonna die.
He's good. He's gonna get mugged again.
That's 10 plus 8, so that's 18.
All right.
Well,
As you head your way there to Faraday University, you notice the same group of individuals who picked on you and accused you of murder before are not too far away from you, and they look to be coming closer to you by the second, like by the moments that you keep walking towards there.
Am I close to the street?
Huh?
I'm close to the
Close to the
street,
street.
if I'm correct. Right?
Yep.
I call for a taxi.
As you call for a taxi, you see that the group of individuals weren't originally looking at you, but they were headed your way, and now they do see you, and they are rushing towards you now. And sadly, there is no taxis in sight at this moment in time.
I keep holding my hand up for a taxi. Just casually. Not like any way of just rushing, just doing it to...
Just casually.
Yeah, just casually calling for a taxi. I do glance at them, but I kept my composure and just stare and wait for a taxi. Sorry, I look up and down the street just waiting for a taxi.
You keep doing so, and eventually the group is upon you.
I'm dead!
Go for it.
Roll for it.
Roll for initiative, and this is where we end here,
Alrighty, let's
folks.
go.
No, I'm kidding.
No!
um,
Dun, 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 dun. Mortal Kombat!
No. You notice this group of people towards you, and they look at you. Fidrin, really? You're out here in public daylight. Do you think, like, you could just ruin the day with your presence like that? That's kind of rude.
Kind of rude.
It's kind of rude.
Forgive me if I am ruining your day, but there's nothing stopping you from just going on with it.
Actually, there is, and that's you and your stupid, polite way of fucking talking. Cut the shit, just talk like the rest of us. Honestly, you think you're so prim and proper? Seriously, we know where you're fucking from. You shouldn't even be talking like this.
Yes, and I know where you're from. Let me see. Oh, sorry, let me just... I didn't say let me see. Let me just compose myself here real quick. I know where you're from as well. The high-ups, high rankings, one of your fathers, or perhaps one of the more richer appointed members of the city.
Bold
And
of
I
you to
do
assume
also
it's my
know-
father. It's my mother, actually.
Sorry, it's hard to tell the difference.
Excuse me?
Virgin keeps holding his hand up. You heard me.
You do notice a taxi is starting to get closer to you, but it just feels like forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Are you saying my mother looks like a man? Are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen yourself? Seriously? You look nothing. You don't even know what a man would look like. You barely even know what a damn fucking... What are you? Are you supposed to be a tiefling? Like, what the fuck are you?
I am indeed a tiefling. A tiefling.
A tiefling? Wow. I thought you were stupid before, but fuck, you just certified everything here for me. Thank you. Why the fuck are you even... How did you even get to St. Helena with that mind of yours? With your stupidity?
Where's the taxi yet? By the way.
Nah, it's still
Come on.
struggling its way along.
Alrighty.
And you do notice another person in the group is kind of like eventually starting to get behind you. What are you fucking sighing for, dude? Seriously, like, honestly,
Quick second here.
give you a
like,
quick second.
yeah.
Why would I do that? Sorry, continue.
I was just trying to see if I can find something.
Ah, yes, awkward silence.
Okay. Bertram just glances behind him. Just keep an eye on the guy behind him.
He looks at the guy. The guy looks at you. Oh wait, sorry. Continue.
Righty. And Bertram casts darkness in a 15 feet radius. It's just perpetual darkness. No one can see anything around him. You can see nothing.
Oh my god, he
Also-
casted demonic shit. Holy fucking shit. I knew you were a devil. I knew you were a demon. It's snowing outside. Anyways,
just casually walks away. As the group just like quietly
like they are going batshit crazy, right? I knew he was the devil. Oh my god, somebody cast holy light or some shit. We need to get the hell out of here. We need to go report this to the headmistress. We knew he was fucking demonic. We knew he was evil. We need to get him out of here. Somebody, oh my god, somebody grab him. We have to take him now.
Holy light doesn't work in darkness.
I know, they're dumbasses.
I know.
Okay.
I'm already halfway in the street by now.
In
It
the
still stays
street?
in that area. Yeah,
Okay.
I walk towards the street. That's why I kept my.
Remember that taxi that was coming?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, I know.
Uh,
I'm still holding my hand up. So
Roll
I'm gonna walk
perception.
into the street. I don't care which way it's coming from. I don't care. I'm just walking.
Just roll
Okay,
perception.
but you still casted dark.
Perception.
Yeah.
Yep.
With perception with
The taxi
disadvantage.
I know what I'm doing, Kong.
Perception with
That's
No,
the
it's
same
just
disadvantage.
the taxi.
That's 18.
Disadvantage.
He rolled twice. Oh wait, did he? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
The 10 was from earlier.
Ah. Yeah.
No.
With this, it doesn't give me
Wait,
time.
no? Where did I roll the second time? 17 I didn't roll. I rolled a 10. Because the first two was what I rolled for the disadvantage hood thing. And then after that was the
Yeah.
DDD
Another
other thing. So I did a
perception.
10 and a 17. Yeah.
You still got a pretty high number. You do notice that the taxi is right there in front of you, and it stopped just in time.
Lovely. I climb into the taxi.
Taxi driver looks at you and says, "Did you cast this shit? Could you like get rid of it?"
Oh, yeah. No, it's concentration. He just drops it after he's inside of the taxi.
Okay, thank you. Now where are
Sorry,
we going?
it was kind of needed. Just some idiots.
Not
took me
really. Do you realize
to-
how dangerous that is? Like, there's a lot of people on this road, and like, there was almost a car wreck.
Yes. Yes, I do. I had faith nobody would have been hurt.
Do you realize how stupid people are here?
Sadly, you see that group on the side paving. They can't be worse than them.
Honestly, yeah,
he
you're
just
right. I do know about those stupid fucking kids. Anyways, where are we going?
Faraday University.
Alright. Just don't cast any more bullshit in my cab, please.
Oh no, I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
You head to Faraday with no other incident.
Woo!
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 Thank God.
Thank fucking God. All right, you are at Faraday and you're stopped at the front desk. You see a person there, and they ask you, "Hello. How can we help you? Why are you here? My apologies for all the questions, but it is now procedure due to recent events."
I understand. I am from St. Helena Academy.
Oh, do you have a pass?
Yes.
Was
No,
it
no.
in real life too? The pause too?
No, I do not. I am in a slight hurry to just talk to. He shows his dice. Two people. One named Pisk, and the other one's named Paige. Pisk, a high spire, a low spire.
I'm gonna be honest. You sound like you're saying pisk. Like, you know.
Same.
I did say Pisk. I did.
No, it's fisk with an F, not pisk.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Understand.
Anyway,
I thought he was just like making, like going to mess up both of our names, but no, piss. And then perfectly, it was like, yeah, Paige.
I was like,
Yeah, just always his Page. Pisk. Yeah, he knows how to save. He knows his name is just.
oh yeah, he did try to fuck with you over at the club. That's right.
Yeah.
Piskly. Anyways,
A little piss match. Okay.
she looks at you and says, "Okay, I possibly know who Paige is. What's her last name? Or their last name, my apologies, never assume."
What's my last name?
Did you even share your last name? Just so.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, then you would technically remember.
Just go to the Discord and look at mine.
Yeah, I'll allow this one to slide.
Elliot?
Elliot? Yeah.
Elliot.
Okay. I figured as much.
Yeah, then it's
And piss guys by
he's just gonna right. Fisk low spire.
Okay, yeah, we're aware of the two. We will ask them to see if you were called in today by them. I understand you do have a pass here from St. Helena, but we do need to confirm with these two students here, if that is alright with you.
Doesn't just like there's some random guy. Just
Who the fuck are you?
The fuck are you?
just say I might have some sensitive. I might have something that they wish to see, rather.
Alright. Can I get your name, please?
Yes, it is Veteran.
Okay.
I do not have a last name.
Alright. This will take me a moment.
Alright.
He just finds a chair and just seats himself.
Yep. This is later in the day after the whole library incident, but FYI.
Yeah.
This is by the time you guys are almost leaving the library. As you're on your way. Just so we can make this a bit easier on
Bring back
everybody.
boys.
You all are you both have people coming to your place or to the library.
I'm president.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's to the library. We'll say that now.
Library.
We'll say you guys did study at the end, like normal, but this is just a little tidbit that wasn't there before, because, you know, stuff. Anyways,
D&D.
D&D. Time is fucked. Anyways.
What is time?
The time for me actually is 4:17. If that's helpful for you, so
Okay,
it should
that's
be 1:17. Zero's time 3:17. Anyways,
Just doesn't try to say mine. Okay.
I was going to attempt it, and then I was like, "Fuck that. That's math."
It's 11:17.
Yeah, math. Anyways, um, Brain, please, I beg of thee. Yeah. So you both have you Paige and you Fisk have people come and contact you and say there is a Mr. Fidrum here at the front
Miss-
desk. They're being polite. Goddamn. Okay. Um. Asking for you at the front desk. He says there is some important and sensitive information they need to discuss you with. Is this person at all known to you or stuff like that?
Yeah, yes, they're fine.
What about you, Mr. Lowspire? This is in different areas as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I know them.
Okay.
Oh.
If you could, please make your way to the front desk, and we will give you guys a room to convene in, if that's all right. Do you guys make your way to the front desk?
Yeah, we'll clock out.
I don't need to clock out.
You don't.
I'm a volunteer. um, you guys do as such, and you do notice each other leaving the library at the same time.
What? Fisk.
Yes.
What did you say?
I said yes.
Did Vidrum call for you two?
Why, yes, he did.
Wonder what it's about.
Most likely about our previous engagements. That or he
Yeah.
likes you. I don't know. I don't swing that way.
So Fisk is gay.
No. No. I
That
was
explains so
saying that
much.
he doesn't swing that way towards the tiefling. He doesn't swing that way towards bedroom.
That's not what I'm getting from.
Oh, so he swings more towards Paige's way. Well, specifically her mom.
It's not canon yet. We don't know.
Oh yeah, it's not canon. Redact.
He's gonna try and flip.
It's pretty cute.
It's pretty canon. I
See,
saw
this is
her,
why my
I
mom
saw her on a
is dead, so you
website.
It's called getamilf.com.
Hot, sexy milfs in your area.
No.
Don't know how to respond.
You guys eventually make your way towards the front desk, and you do see Fidrum there, sitting, rather politely and out of place there, and kind of looking at you guys.
Hi, Vidrum. What did you need?
Just have something to share. He's holding the parchment that he got. He's just
Okay, we
reading
should-
it in front of him, just not like showing it to anybody. He's just reading it himself. Is the assistant
We
still
should-
there? Or... Wait,
We
so
should probably go somewhere private.
Yeah, you guys are in the
Yes.
in the front office, just out in the public.
he looks like Fidrum just looks at the front door. We could. The forest is usually a quiet place, and nobody tends to go in there.
I'd be fine with that. I want to see the dandelions.
Right. The what? There's a bigger pile of leaves.
It's a bigger pile of leaves, boys.
Zero fucking hates us.
It's the random shit we hear out of Tannis's mic.
Yeah.
It's a bigger pile of leaves.
Isn't that what a dandelion actually is?
Bro,
Bigger pile
no.
of leaves.
One of these days, I just want to hear Zero's dad be like, "Are you winning, son?" Just out of fucking nowhere. I want to hear this.
You winning, son?
Yeah, it'd be funny
Are
as
you
fuck.
winning, son?
Never will.
No, come on!
You never will.
No!
What a bitch.
What a
No, I can just
hoe.
Because he doesn't care if I'm winning or not.
Aww. What an
Roxy.
asshole. Oh no.
Roxy, come here, girl.
Oh, no.
Loving father.
Don't worry,
Come here.
Zero, we'll do it for you.
Alright.
No.
Alright, let's get back
Roxy.
to the thing at hand. So you all make your way to the forest. Now, if you'd like, ping where you guys are headed in the forest. All the
You
green
want me
bit.
to ping?
Yeah. Do you know how to ping?
Hold.
Yeah, so yeah, you hold over in the area that you want to do it.
We're gonna go there.
No, that's trying.
Don't draw!
Wasn't trying to, actually.
Okay, so you go over in that area. Okay, cool, got it. You don't need to keep pinging. Bruh, stop.
You sure?
You
Did
can
get it?
barely see zeros.
Yep.
Alright,
I'm camouflaged.
knock it off! Bro,
Okay.
Stop.
bro, I can
Stop it.
see it, Zero, stop.
No, you can't. I'm camouflaged.
Zero. Well,
Camouflage, right? UAV.
hold on. Oh, I can't change it. Anyways, you guys make your way to that area of the forest. You notice that there's a few dandelions around, just lazing about, doing big cat things.
Big cat.
Well, they're dandelions, so it's a big cat made of leaf. There you go.
Okay.
And you eventually find a spot that feels pretty secluded and pretty safe for you guys to actually be in. What do you guys do?
Well, first Frederick should explain why he's here.
Frederick just turns the turns the parchment around for them to look at it. Essentially, just hands it over to them.
Okay. In this parchment, you also do notice that there is another letter in there addressed to you, besides the one that the headmistress spoke of.
Yeah, I don't give that one to him. Just the first.
Just the first one? Okay.
Just the one you sent me first.
Alright. Alright, so if you look in your journals, there's something in there for everybody.
Well,
Something
thanks.
new.
You're reading
Something
the-
new. Something different.
Well, while they're reading that, I might open the other one.
You gonna open the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you open up the letter, and only Fidrin knows this, but I don't feel like going in a private chat with him. So,
Uh-huh.
in the letter, it has familiar handwriting that you know, and it's your mother's. She says here, my darling little boy, I know this is going to be odd and unbeknownst to thee, but your mother won't be here anymore by the time you read this. I can't exactly say why, due to the fact that I hope you never follow this path. I wouldn't want this for anyone, especially not you. Your father and I tried our hardest to make sure that you won't be stuck in this perpetual realm and such. And we tried our hardest to make sure that everything or this whole world is safe for you. If I'm not here, that means we succeeded. But if things were to continue where they last left off, I'm afraid that it may not be safe for you or anyone else ever again. If you do happen to read this letter and the contents inside, please do try to contact the people of the Purple Rose. I'm not sure exactly where they're located now or how to locate them, but I know there's a way you'll be able to find them. And they can tell you about your father and what we were doing. If you tell them or if you show them this letter, sorry.
So,
With deepest regret and all the love in the world, your mother. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember your mom's name, I'm sorry. But it's signed with her name.
he looks at it for a moment and then pockets it.
Okay. I want somebody to read what's here. And who read it last time?
Me.
Okay, so it's gotta be Fidrum or Fisk.
Sweat.
It's one of you two.
The first second. No, I have to
Alright,
do that.
Fidrum, you go.
No, I'm not gonna do a voice.
Fidrum, read.
The first sacrifice requires that of the lunar and the land's magic, connected to the plants and animals, and able to shift into the kin and in Young's shadow, now leaves the shackles place hollow. The second sacrifice requires another that is connected to the land's magic, but it is one that does not shift with the kin. No, this one is sharp with the senses, like the arrow holding the quiver. This one must be aligned with the solar's energies and done in the old lights, which leaves the chains lightweight. The third is not like any other. 12, the third, is more connected to the depths of hell. Their magic requires sacrifices of others and of themselves. Another of the lunar spirit to bring balance to their spells. The sacrifice must be done in the darkest night, another step closer to freeing the fifth.
Ah, yes, lovely silence.
Yeah.
So I take it you have read what has been written?
Yes.
Yep.
The first one, I have summarized that it may be Elena.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be Elena.
The second one, I am, and done in the old one, I am not all too sure.
The second one, what I'm getting from it is that it has to be a ranger.
Perhaps.
Because
Sure.
it says that it's still
Roleplay
connected
is your
to the
character.
lance magic. That it says that it's still connected to the lance magic, but can't shift with their kin. Like, a druid can like animal shit. So and arrows that like that are sharp quiver kind of. So I think it's a ranger, and it says it has to be done in the old light. So I'm guessing they have to be older.
You two have phones. I forgot my parchments and my belongings. If you guys could contact our lovely friends, our contacts, and just tell them we do have another clue.
I nominate this.
Yes. By the way,
Oh,
we had to
yes.
Sorry, forgive me. We had Reaper.
Yeah.
What's the these people's names again?
The person who gave you their contact was Sunset.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is that who you're asking for?
Yeah, we didn't hear who they were for, what order they were from, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
None of you asked.
None of us asked, because we're dumbasses. Anyway,
A little bit.
Fisk. Fisk,
What?
if you may call him.
I mean, yeah, I can do that.
Yes.
I go and pull out my phone and
Tippity tap tap tap.
yep, tippity tap tap tap, call them up.
Oh, you
Technology
called
is so
them?
strange nowadays.
Yes, that's what we were going to do.
Oh, I thought you were gonna text him. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. um,
That's some shit I have to think of a script.
no, I don't have a script. No, fuck that.
No.
You call up Sunset, or this person known as Sunset. Within a few rings, you do hear the normal anxious voice. Hello, can I help you?
Hi, this is Fisk Lowspire.
Fisk. Oh, yeah. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing quite all right.
Paul?
Can I help you with something?
We have the second poem.
Well, peace.
Was wondering if we could either hand it over to your associate, or do we just need to set up a time to send it over to you?
Give me a moment. I will get back to you here in a second. Let me go ask the associate here. You notice a little bit of a pause in the mic. A few minutes later, he comes back. He says, I think we would need to set up another time for this. If you'd like, you'd have to come back here to the Young and Restless, a nightclub, but it'll again be during the day. If that's okay.
I mean, I can manage that. Can we all manage during the day?
I can, yes.
Glasses.
Well,
Yeah, you guys have classes. If need be, it could be during the weekend.
I also
that
think we
definitely
had
works for
glasses.
me.
What do you have classes during the weekends? What
Actually,
is this?
sometimes you can.
Yep.
Oh yeah, extra classes. Yeah.
But conveniently for you all, you do not. Is that better?
Damn.
You want classes during the weekend?
I didn't say that.
He can.
Bro,
You can do it. I'm all good.
No, I didn't say anything.
I don't
Yes, you
know,
did.
man. You said,
So
damn.
hear me
There-
out, hear me out. I
There
didn't say
is
anything, bro.
recorded
Come on,
record
just
of this.
We're streaming.
Yeah, we live, motherfucker.
Don't listen to an old man's rambling.
Bro, you're not that old. Okay, the fucking silence you all have right now. Jesus Christ.
I
But yeah, it is Fisk on the
we
phone.
do it on a weekend.
Yeah.
Um.
So we'll meet on the weekend.
All right. How about
What
this
day
Sunday?
on the weekend? This Sunday?
I
That
don't know
works.
on today.
The day of rest. Yes, perfect.
Does it work for you on Sunday there, Fridrum?
If it's after whole morning prayers, yes.
Okay. He says, "All right. We'll get back to you, and we will discuss this at a later date."
Well,
Okay. Goodbye. And he hangs up on you.
Very skittish fellow.
he is very.
Yeah. I also have some information for you guys. Since I work at the library, I was able to find information on the books, and there's 2 books that have information to do with the Order of the Fifth. One was a non-fiction that wasn't there when I looked, and it wasn't checked out, so it could have been moved. And then the other one is checked out by somebody named Nikita. It didn't have her last name.
Well, that narrows it down by quite a bit. Huh. And my. And you, short man? Have you seen anything? Heard anything?
Short man.
He's a changeling, but we honestly always just kind of think of him as a gnome.
I'm anything but short, sir.
Just gets torn.
No. I wasn't able to find anything too much since I don't have full access to the library. The most I saw was a Silver Knight. What was it, Reaper? Silver Knight statue, or was it just a regular statue?
It was
I'm forgetting.
Obviously. It was a metal knight figurine as well.
Okay.
Um,
So a form of metal, yes.
a little FYI there, Zero. You do have a book. You just
Yes, a
never-
book that has information that we already have everything from.
Yeah,
pretty
but
much.
you took it without checking it out.
I took it. True.
So
I look over at
I-
this.
no, you don't know.
Yeah, I go. I did also snag this from the library, and I just pulled it out of my backpack. The book. It's already got about the same information as what we have, but it'd be nice just.
Did you not check that out, Fizz?
I honestly forgot to.
That was the book that I was looking for in the nonfiction section.
Fridrum just hides a smile. It's a
I just go and put it back very cautiously.
You go
Just give
all
it
the
to
way.
me and I'll
You
put
go
it
all
back.
the way back to the library cautiously.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'll just
I say I
put the
put
book and
my.
put it
I
back
said
in.
I put it in my backpack carefully.
Oh, I didn't hear the backpack. I thought you said you put it back, and I was like, "You're gonna go all the way back to the damn library."
Well, wait.
Yes, and I will use. What is it? I will use.
Dimension door.
No. I will use mislead. I'll keep my image here, and I will go and run invisible back there and go put away the book. No.
Trips on a stick.
You just hear in the distance, shit!
Ow, ow. Just the fucking Peter Griffin. Ah!
That's what you think, but I got a +5 to stealth. Haha.
So it's. Ah.
Past guidance. Anyway. So, wait, you said you saw a small knight
I smell night statue. I'm not sure if the night statue is special or anything, but there was a book in an unknown language. While I was helping put away books. So,
Why
but
didn't you grab it?
why didn't I grab it? Because I don't want to get kicked by a centaur. It was over on her side of the area that I was not exactly going to go over there and just, casually grab up the book.
So Doreen has it in her side. I can go
Has
grab
it
it.
in her side in the office.
A small
Okay.
knight statue. Also in the library?
Paige, you do know that you are not allowed in Doreen's office. Even though you guys are very close, that is just her personal space. Just as FYI.
To a small knight statue. Similar to the one that was described. That was
Possibly.
or probably. Think we can get a photo or two of that?
I can definitely try to.
Just
It
in
would
case.
require some,
Sneaky beaky.
some less ethical means.
If you wish, we can do it now. We are 3. It's
Yes,
perhaps
3 people
Well,
coming into the
you can come in
library at the
later
same time.
after. Peach can just show me around as if I'm a friend.
We should do it probably at a later date
Or not.
because I already clocked out. It'd be kind of weird for me to go back in
And
after I clocked out.
I was just a volunteer as well, and I did what I could.
You, a volunteer, you don't seem like the bookish type.
Yeah, but I have an idea for what we could do.
Hmm.
I can sneak into Dorian's office for sure, but I would need one of you guys, probably Fisk, to distract her.
I mean, I could do that.
Best way to do that is you could be putting books back.
Aid her
and
rambling
just-
about some of the books and where they go.
Yes.
I am. I'm very much aware.
Or you could just ask her about like the synopsises of a couple books and she'll talk for a while.
Maybe.
Hmm.
It will work. She's a librarian for 50 years. She knows almost every book in the library.
Well, if you said an ancient language, is it possible for somebody from St. Helena's Academy to perhaps take out a book?
Oh, like check it out.
Yeah.
Most books you can, but since that one's in her office, I doubt she won't let anybody check it out.
No, I understand that, but if you say it's in different languages, I might probably we might have to look for references towards said languages.
And this is true.
We don't know what the language is, so it'd probably just be easier to look for it online and at references there.
I do not own a computer. offer?
I do. We can just bring it back to my house afterwards.
Okay, wait. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you're such a...
There's just the
You're such a
dandelions
nice
talking
lady.
right now.
They just
Oh, you guys are so smart.
they're
You
just
guys are
swapping out the
so
weed.
smart.
You guys are really
They're
great.
just-
Really, truly incredible.
They're just
I
so
never
laughing.
thought... Like, me listening to this situation, I never thought this would, like, work out.
Oh, comrades, this is such a nice thing.
Comrades.
3 people coming together.
Every single dandelion has a different fucking accent. And it's like a heavy accent too.
Oh, I'm the only gremlin out of the dandelions. Everybody else is just a comrade.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Paige looks
Right.
at the dandelion and she knows he's the one.
Oh my god.
Not like that, you Steve.
No, it wasn't.
Frederick
No.
Frederick just places a hand on his shoulder and just goes, "You do better." And just leaves, does not elaborate. Oh, yeah.
Danny was like,
Hey, what are you talking about?
Talking about.
She can do better than me.
God.
Frederick just turns around. You broke your leg last time I was here.
Talking about that dude.
I'm talking about
Cool.
that dude.
I'm not
There you
impressed.
So
Seriously.
wait. Calm down.
Alright. Shall we go to the library? Or you two, rather, perhaps? Or...
it would just be. It would
Just
just.
we go back to the thing of we need to do it another time.
Yeah. Well then.
What do you
we have
guys
8.
do after you've planned out everything here? It's getting late.
I
for
go back to my.
Halloween
I can go back to my house and study.
here.
We skedaddle,
Yeah, no.
skedoodle.
I was gonna say it's me and Fisk are already back at our house
Yeah.
Yeah,
Such a
warrior
no,
attack.
I don't live on the campus.
campus.
Yeah.
Frederick Morley got himself a ride back.
Okay. Vidrum, what do you do once you get back to St. Helena?
I check in. I check in with my imaginary ticket. Or
I guess.
didn't have.
You check back in with your imaginary ticket. It somehow fucking passes through.
Hold up.
They already just don't care. They're just like, as long as you come back.
As long as you're like alive,
I'm not
it's a
done yet.
good day for us.
I
It's a
might
good
have
day
caused
for
some fear in 3 students, but that's about it.
Well, you head back to your dorm. What do you do for the rest of that night?
I'll study and then sleep.
Okay. Seems like it was a very eventful day today.
Mm-hmm.
You
I just-
all. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on.
Anyways, you all decide on a plan on when to try to get more information, and you all received more information as well through interesting means. My brain's fried. I'm sorry. But
That sounds normal.
huh?
He's an asshole. We don't play him in league, remember?
Sure.
Who? Oh yeah, no, fuck.
Yee.
No, don't fuck you. Just
Ugh.
toss him over a bridge.
Toss him over the bridge and Aram just go yeet.
Yeah, I wish you could actually do that with some heroes. Just like toss the guy over a bridge.
Imagine if you're Callista, just
Environmentals.
yeet.
Like,
Yeah,
accidentally
right.
jump over the wall.
Or if you're playing like that big brawler guy, you can just grab the guy and both of you just jump off the bridge.
Oh, set.
Imagine Poppy with her
Uh.
fucking hammer, just yeet.
You know the holes in bridges and the bridge. You can fall through them.
Oh god, that would
Oh,
suck.
So Alistair like tackle somebody into one of those holes.
That would be amazing. Hey, League, you should make a different game mode with that, please. Anyways, they're totally gonna listen
Hardcore
into
in
this.
League.
Yes. Yeah. It seems you guys have a plan ready for next session, because this is where this one ends.
Sweet. We have a plan.
Never mind, you guys don't have a plan for
Listening.
next session.
I think me
Woo!
and Fisk have a
Okay,
plan,
lead.
but I don't know about it.
Plans?
Plans,
I mean,
what are plans?
Plans are optional. I'm a bard.
That is true.
Yes.
That is factual. Bards do not stick to the plan.
For all, if in case we need it, we can just animate all the objects.
Oh no.
No, that because then that starts initiative, and then that leads to
Well,
me
no.
getting kicked in the
It's
face.
No, it doesn't start initiative.
Not
for
the
us,
face,
it
not the
starts
face, not the
initiative
face!
of the fucking books. We're
Dorian.
gonna find books.
Alright, now what class is Dorian?
Wow.
Dorian's
Well-
definitely a barbarian.
Well, you'll have to find out if you decide to take initiative with a fucking centaur.
I ain't taking initiative with Dorian.
It's a
See, the
horse.
moment initiative starts, I'm just using Mislead and getting the hell out of there. I turn invisible. I can make a fake version of myself, but I'm just like, yep.
just puts
Dorian gets a
everything in
nat
perpetual
20 on insight check. You're fucked.
Let's just do
I am
perpetual.
invisible.
She gets
So
a nat
unless they
20.
dispel it.
She can dispel it with the power of a fucking kick. Actually, that would be weird. just on one hoof, it's just a dispel. Just fuck that.
Just as a rune of dispel on their foot.
Yeah, it's in the horseshoe that they have. Honestly, that's actually kind of cool. I kind of want to create a character like that.
What are you? I'm a rune knight. Where are your runes? On my horseshoes.
I mean, they would be so unexpected.
Oh my god, this is pretty
My
cool.
horseshoes is literally like an elf.
Yes.
Yo,
But
you guys wanna...
where do you
Sorry, go on. No, go on first.
how do you use the fire rune though? I kick. Shit, you're right.
I can
Use a
cast
Pokemon.
darkness on an object, right? Like a torch or pencil or something like that, and I can yeet the pencil and it will follow it.
You can yeet the pencil.
I can cast
You find the
darkness on.
pencil.
I can cast darkness on a rock and just yeet it.
I think you'd want to be holding the pencil or the rock first and then yeet it.
Oh yeah,
After you
no,
cast
I
it.
know.
Use it like a
No.
grenade.
But essentially, yes, I can lock
Smoke
darkness
bomb.
to an object, and it will follow that object.
The entire building just has
Pretty
dispel rules all around it. Any
What?
sort of
No.
like possible harmful spells. Yep,
It's not harmful. Darkness isn't harmful.
it impedes vision.
It's not harmful.
No.
And technically, it doesn't impede vision. It just turns everything into perpetual darkness.
Bruh.
Yes.
Bruh.
What do you think that I
Bruh.
can't see?
No. Hear me out. Impeding means I have to blind them.
Hear me out.
Bitch.
You are blinding them because they
So-
are in darkness.
So
No, they can
Fidrum
still
is known
see.
as a certified dumbass.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
though. If you think about it, I'm not blinding them.
No.
Technically.
Okay.
Listen, I'm walking
about
to the
it
middle of a
this way.
street. I didn't say I'm wise. or no, sorry. I'm
You
wise.
are in-
You got lucky. You got fucking lucky.
If you're in a cave and there's no light in that cave, are you blind because you
No.
can't see in that cave?
No.
Okay, what is your definition of blind?
Blind is where you can't actually see at all. With light or darkness.
Exactly.
No, with light or darkness.
What do
If
you
can't
think
see at
blind
all-
people see?
I don't fucking know.
also blind people aren't all just like complete
No, I
darkness.
know
Some of them can
that.
see light.
Some can, not all.
I
But
know.
I'm still
I
saying
said
it
so.
like it's still it's in a different way. It's more for this one. If you're still in a dark area, right, you can still see someone. Like if you put your lights off in a dark room, you can still make out the room. So technically, you are still not blind.
Okay.
Blind. One.
But most of that is
Unable to
because
see because of
there's
injury,
also
disease, or some sort of condition. 2. Lacking perception awareness.
You cut it out, Zero. You cut it out.
Yeah. Literally, it is both. So if you are not able to see because of darkness, or because you are actually blind,
Fine. Okay, it's blind.
that is the definition
Fine.
from the dictionary.
It's still not a goddamn offense.
We are. You use darkness. You throw it across a room, and people now can no longer see in that general area.
Yes.
yeah. If you use it to escape, it's defensive spell. If you use it as like a smoke bomb, then it is a offensive spell.
Questionable because smoke bombs are usually used to distract.
That's like me saying I cast fireball
That's
as
an offense.
just a giant
Sorts of light.
bonfire, basically. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't say
That-
how
that-
big the
that-
room was. I said I cast motherfucking fireball because it's dark in
Fireball.
here.
Wait.
I said I
you know
cast
what's fun?
silence.
You know what's fun? Me and Zero have fireball.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Oh.
I have silence. Because fuck
Fair
you.
enough. Well, I've also got something that silences. Don't worry. We just stopped
I also
everything
have
from
fireball.
casting this thing as well.
I also just have dissident laughter, so I'll just see you falling on the floor and just laughing.
Ah, I see. Well, technically, I can just stop all kind of, because that uses sound and can't imminent, so that just stops that laughter. Unless it's in my mind.
Okay, I use Bane.
Oh dear lord, it sounds like
You're
a
about to
fucking
get
pissing
bippity-boppity.
contest over here.
My God, I'm
We
gonna
did this
cast
we did this
Flame
last
Strike on you.
session, guys. We don't need to do it again. No.
Bruh,
Session's
no,
over anyways.
True.
I'll just cast Bird Guardian on you, my guy.
But I'm still
That's
streaming
fine.
because it's
Fine.
amusing.
That's 5d8. Let's go.
I'm gonna kind of cast Charm Person on both of you so that you can fucking stop.
Do you really want to charm a bard, though?
Charming.
Ooh.
Sounds like the mom's already cast that, to be honest.
Whoa. That was quick.
Well, yeah.
Shame.
The shade.
Just being so mean. What the hell? But yeah, you sure you want to cast
Stiff
Charm
like belly.
Person?
You know what? This actually sounds like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh duel. Gonna be fucking honest. My deck is bigger than yours.
Trap card.
Pretty much.
I activate Mirror.
You've activated my trap card.
Dismounted Usurag me and returns back to you.
What the fuck?
You don't know what Mercia? Okay.
No, I don't speak retard.
I placed down.
Yes, you do.
You talk to us
Technically, yeah,
frequently,
you
so
do.
you definitely do.
I am fluent at this fucking point.
Yeah, you associate with Doge, me, Greg.
I don't
Chase,
associate with
on
Doge
occasion.
anymore.
You did, didn't you?
I did, but I don't do it anymore.
You say some dumb shit too, Chase. Don't even act
Oh.
innocent.
Okay, leave me alone, and I don't. Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
You know what, Zero?
A lot less than some of you.
Chase. All I gotta say is the conversation from yesterday. That's it.
Which
Okay.
one?
All of it.
What conversation from yesterday?
All of it.
You said
I honestly,
the
genuinely
conversation.
don't remember what you're talking about.
Everything.
I love the fact that Raise Dead is considered a healing spell.
Yes.
Yes. Raise Dead is considered a healing spell. Excuse me?
Why are we squeezing you?
No.
I mean,
No, not
if you cast something like a necrotic damage bolt on, you know, something that's a lich, it's also a healing spell.
Oh, yeah, but Raise Dead, it's not a...
You are bringing something back to life
I
in a
guess, but
form.
is that really considered healing? Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, if you're casting Raise Dead on a player, then yes, it is, because they are doing something. They are able to attack and things. So yes,
Fair enough.
it is technically a form of healing. It is the worst form of healing because your stats, if I remember correctly, turn to shit.
Well, it's not your stats if I'm
Ow.
correct. It rises any poisons, cures, non-magical diseases, removes magical diseases. They take the effort of the creature to survive. So restore missing body parts if the creature lacking body parts.
Target takes a -4 penalty on all attack rolls, saving throws, and
Yeah.
ability checks. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears.
Yes.
So yeah, your stats and everything do take a shit.
Dude, take a shit.
Yeah, but it's like every time you rest, it's fine.
I'm just gonna sleep for 4 days, guys. Have a nice one.
Sounds like a normal undead thing to do.
Undead sleeping, yes.
Yes. Why do I have so many spells?